The discontentment and tiredness of those affected by Hurricanes Eta and Iota were demonstrated during a participatory dialogue with the community today in the auditorium of the National Police. The absence of the governor of the department caused annoyance and dissatisfaction among those affected.
The governor shined by his absence, were the words of one of the people attending the meeting. The affected community agree with the president of the Community Action Board of Serranilla, saying that they find it disrespectful that the governor did not attend the meeting.
I am sad to say it. He's really always shining in his absence, and they want to determine what should be spent on the island. Therefore, he was the one who we appointed as governor, and he should have been here. He should have showed up. He should have showed his face in these events. But well, he always sends his representatives, and they can't make any decision.
The members of the community who attended this event organized by the National and Departmental Comptroller Office are part of the number of people who were affected by the past hurricanes, but most of them are not included in a checklist for the repair or reconstruction of their homes. According to Augusto Francis, the Secretary of Infrastructure, showed his face during the dialogue and expressed some commitments.
Well, at last, after a year and a half, then we start to prioritize the houses that get affected with the hurricane. Well, hopefully, with the new operator where the government contract, if we do the work we can advance and see that the house then get fixed up.
And in spite of all the efforts made by the doctors of the departmental hospital, the young man, approximately of 20 years of age, who suffered a traffic accident in recent days in the New Ball Avenue, died. It should be remembered that the patient was admitted with severe craniocephalic trauma and was in the intensive care unit with a reserved prognosis. A virtual space created by the Public Employment Agency was opened in San Andres to connect companies with people who have been trained by SENA and who are looking for a job opportunity. In San Andres Regional Office, it will be carried out in person.
The objective of Expo Pleo Igresado SENA, which is a job fair for SENA's graduates, is to promote and contribute to the labor insertion of the entity's alumni, a fair that offers 20,000 vacancies in different sectors. This important initiative for decent and dignified work, led by the Public Employment Agency of SENA, will take place this June 9 and 10 through www.expoempleoegresadosena.com, and in our department it will be held at the offices of the entity in the New Ball Avenue.
Desde el SENA tenemos un enorme compromiso.
From SENA, we have a huge commitment regarding the employability of the country with our graduates. That is why between June 9 and 10th, we have organized the largest job fair for them. And I want to invite you all to join us during these days and get to know the more than 20,000 vacancies we have for graduates of our entity. We are looking for people with different occupational profiles in the administrative, service, and commercial areas, among others. So if you are looking for a job, you can go to the website of the Public Employment Agency and enter or update your data.
Among the profiles available in Expo Empleo Egresado SENA 2022 are chefs, bakers, drivers, gardeners, carpenters, nurses, administrative assistants, electricians, construction workers, technicians in refrigeration and air conditioning systems, telecommunications, diagnostic imaging technologists, occupational health and safety inspectors, occupational health analysts, pharmaceutical chemists, mechatronic engineers, among others.
Children and adolescents from different institutions of the department were linked to the AgroEducational fair organized by the departmental government.
Educational institutions of the department linked to the agricultural program of the Secretariat of Agriculture and Fisheries took over the facilities of the farmers market to show the public the products from the crops grown by students.
La Secretaría de Agricultura y Pesca viene liderando.
The Secretariat of Agriculture and Fisheries has been leading the agricultural project since preschool, with the initiative that children from an early age begin to have love for agriculture in order to seek that generational relay. Here they come to show and socialize to the community what they have in their garden, what they are working on, and what are the native species that they are highlighting for family consumption.
The children were empowered by the space and showed the types of food that can be consumed with the products they grow in their institutions.
Nosotros estamos sembrando con nuestros niños, nosotros manejamos.
We are planting with our children. We manage children from 2 to 4 years of age and 11 months old. We are doing a very beautiful job with them, planting cucumber, lettuce, chili pepper, bell pepper, paprika, and we have different seedlings that are growing, and the children are learning about this wonderful process. The products that come out of our gardens go to our students' homes. We want to motivate the families so that they can also consume food from our island, and above all, they are healthy foods.
11 educational institutions are part of the agricultural program of the departmental government, which seeks to rescue the productive traditions of the island's farms.
Much attention, a person captured and the seizure of a firearm was reported by police authorities.
The National Police reports on an operation conducted in the San Luis neighborhood where they managed the capture of a person and the seizure of a firearm. This was announced by the commander of the National Police.
Very positive results have been achieved, and it is product of the interventions and preventive activities that are being carried out. For this reason, we have achieved the capture of a person and the seizure of a firearm in the sector of San Luis. For us, it is important to remove these weapons from circulation, with which they cause damage, injuries, and homicide. So the invitation is to all citizens to call the 123 line to bring to the attention of the authorities all these illegal acts that occur on the island.
The captured person and the firearm were placed at the disposal of the competent authority to respond for the crime of illegal possession of a firearm.
On June 16, Future Expo will take place, a meeting that seeks to train companies with the primary focus of encouraging them to export, and in this way to learn how to offer their products and service in international markets.
Futuro Expo San Andres is a space where you will learn about success stories, as well as tools that will strengthen your export capacity and strategies that will allow businesses to prepare for international expansion processes. This event will be from 8 a.m. next Thursday, June 16, 2022 at the Chamber of Commerce of San Andres. Among the conferences are topics such as communication is a key tool for internationalization, eco-sanitary admissibility of agricultural products to be exported, INVIMA, requirements for food exports, SIC, how to select the trademark and registration before the SIC, Futuro Expo, exporting is growing your sales, Export Star, BASC, risks management in international supply chain. Likewise, a ProColombia advisor will be available to answer questions about exports in a growth setting for 90 minutes starting at 2 p.m.
And now let's get to know other facts that are making news today in our brief news section.
The Environmental Corporation Coralina continues to work with the educational institutions of Industrial and Sagrada Familia. The students receive intensive training on the importance of the island's water resources, information that will help young people to complement the work that they are doing in the academic project. Water is the key. The Secretariat of Mobility, in conjunction with the National Planning Department and FINDETER, met at a working table in order to analyze the traceability of the project collective public transport system in the Department of San Andres, Providence, and Santa Catalina. The objective of this meeting was to see the proposal of the study of the technical component in its stage 3, which consists of the update of the technical, environmental, legal, financial, and social feasibility studies of the transportation system. This project seeks to modernize the public transportation vehicles, benefiting the entire community and tourists who visit the island. The Secretariat of Agriculture and Fisheries reminds artisanal and industrial fishermen, fishing companies, fish product marketers, restaurants, authorities, and the community in general that the lobster closed season is in effect from March 1st, 2022 until June 30th, 2022 in the area of San Andres Island according to Resolution 0790 of 2016. The capture, marketing, and consumption of this resource is prohibited.
Calificación AAA en deuda de largo plazo otorgado por el S&P and Fitch Ratings que consolidan la solidez financiera del Fondo Nacional del Ahorro.
And with this, we reach to the end of our broadcast, but we see you tonight at 8 p.m. with more of Teleislas News. Good afternoon.